Got a quick tip for you today for a time when you're in the interview and you get a question and you know you've studied and you know the answer, but for the life of you right there on the spot, you just can't remember it. I want you to defer that question to the end of the interview. And simply what you do is say to the interviewers, for the life of me, I'm drawing a blank right now. Can we come back to that question at the end of the interview? Now, you can only do this once, and hopefully the question that you're struggling with is one that is early on in the interview, not the last question, because obviously you can't use this technique at the end of the interview. But why is it so valuable? I don't want you to lose your confidence. Sometimes when you get a question and you know the answer, but you can't recall what you had wanted to say, you start losing confidence. And then after that answer is over, if you struggle at make an attempt at it and it comes out bad and you go, man, I really blew that. Now I'm blowing the interview. And all of a sudden you get into this negative cycle. I don't want you to go there. So as you get a question, you're thinking about it, you're going, you know what, I know that answer, but it's just not coming to me. Immediately say, can we come back to that at the end of the interview? Now, here's the beautiful part of that technique. Interviewers will rarely ever have a problem with that. They'll say, sure, we'll come back to it later on. Sometimes, and I don't expect this to happen, but sometimes they forget about it. And so you never have to answer that question. But that's really not what the technique is about. The beautiful part of this technique is in between questions. So you answer a question, then they are finishing their notes, then they ask you another question, you answer it, they're finishing their notes, and that goes on throughout the interview. What are you doing in those 15, 20, 30 seconds, sometimes even more, in between when they are finishing their notes? You are coming up with the answer to the question that you know you're going to get at the end of the interview. So you defer the question. Hey, can we come back to that at the end of the interview? Sure. They ask you another question, you answer it. Now they're finishing their notes, you're studying for that last question. They say, Craig, I've got the next question. They ask you another question, you answer that. Now they're finishing their notes, what are you doing? Working on that answer again. Even if you don't come up with a fabulous answer at the end of the interview, your answer, having worked on it throughout the interview, will be better than if you had struggled to deliver that answer when you first got the question and you were drawing a blank. That's my tip for today. For other tips on interviewing, please check out my brand new book and online course. I'll put links in the description below to both of those. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out. I'll see you right back here next Tuesday when I post my next video. Till then, have a great week. Stay safe. See ya.